Hey, good morning, Dan. Making a little early morning video for you. It's Sunday morning. The Welsh saint, the most famous Welsh saint in America anyway, St. Patrick, his day. So we're going to celebrate that by wearing wool and eating leeks. And that's our big plan for today. I said it. Colleen is here. She arrived yesterday. We are going to go this afternoon, all of us, my dad, Beth, me, Colleen, and Preston, we're going to go see Dune 2 at the cinema. So looking forward to that. There's nothing I like more than going to a movie where I can only hear half the dialogue. And the funny thing is, that movie, at least the way the first one was shot, you could barely. The pianos and the fortes were so low and so high. It was hard to have the volume at the right level. Even Beth and my dad were having a hard time hearing the dialogue because they talk down here like this. So it's early. No, it's not that early. It's almost 6. I got up at 5. I actually stayed in bed till 5 o'clock this morning. So, and slept like a rock. Now, yesterday I coached early. Well, obviously I coached. You know that from the video. And sorry for that video cutting out. My memory got full and the video stopped. So this is something I've been wrestling with. Every time I make a video, what I have to do is I have to make sure all of my photos are uploaded to Google Photo. All the old videos are deleted so that I have space on my phone to actually do this, because when I make this, especially when I make multiple clips and I do voiceovers, then I have to save that back onto my phone as a new movie. Anyway, all takes up space. And I kept running out of memory. And so yesterday I went to send a message to you on WhatsApp. And WhatsApp, the app itself, when I opened it, said, "Hey, you're almost out of memory. Would you like to manage this?" It's like, well, of course I would like to manage it. And what I found out is all those videos, all those pictures that I have been sending and receiving on WhatsApp are all cached on my phone. And I quickly went through and deleted, like in 2 minutes, all the biggest files, and it was like 10 gigs. So it's like, so I went through and took care of that. I have 30 extra gigs now of space. So, yeah, it's just all those little things about small computer management, which honestly, I don't really care to learn. I just don't care about it. I just want it to work. You know what I mean? So, anyway, the second half of the video yesterday was supposed to be me responding to you, of all of the videos you've made. So those are going to be a great catalog in years to come, to look back and see all the work that you've done. One thing that you've talked about fairly regularly is how burned out you guys are by the afternoon. It is. It is tough because it is months of work of 4 or 5 or 6 hours every day, focused work, and in order to actually get it done. And it's not that much fun, and it's not actually all that rewarding at times, because the progress, as you said, can be very, very slow. And so it's like, am I actually getting anything done? What the hell am I doing? And so instead you just go out and fly your drone. No, I get that. So the furniture that you guys that you're moving out, I see what you mean about all that furniture and the dubious quality, or the fact that a lot of it has been damaged. And I'm assuming that's been damaged by the renters. Can I guess that? that's what's happened over the years. So the furniture you're replacing it with, how do you keep that from falling into that same cycle? Do you buy really high quality furniture, or do you buy medium quality furniture knowing it's going to get broken in 2 years and you're going to have to replace it? Um, so, and then you were talking about not wanting, how you felt about throwing it, essentially sending it off to the dump. Is it possible to send it to that place you bought the recliner from? Maybe not. Oh, I think you said you already contacted them and they didn't want anything. They took like one thing and you thought they took it out of pity. So, yeah, that's frustrating. And that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff in that front room. I'm going to just jump around to my notes. So I noticed all the doors to the bedrooms had auto closers on them. Why do they have, sorry, itchy nose. Why do they have auto closers on them? I can't figure that out. Why the previous owners put those on the doors. Is it, anyway, they just don't want the door sitting open, or is it a fire prevention thing? Anti-slip tape. And you were wondering if that was actually going to stick or if that was going to work. So if that doesn't work and that doesn't stay on, I've got a suggestion for you. So one thing that I did many years ago when I made longboard for the kids is you can get a polyurethane or whatever you're going to finish wood with, like a marine varnish, which is made for exterior use. And then they make an anti-slip sand that you mix in with the marine varnish, and then you paint it on. Or you paint on the marine varnish and you sprinkle the sand on. I think that's what I may have done. And then you sprinkle the sand on, wait for all that to dry, and then you could paint on another coat, a few coats. And that worked great because the marine varnish withstands the elements, protects the wood, and then the sand provides the non-slip without having it look like kind of that, that tacky anti-slip tape. Not saying you're tacky, but the tape is tacky. You're not tacky, of course. Wood boring. Those look like those little beetles. They look like giant roly-polies. And they're just chewing your wood up, man. Yeah, it's always something, isn't it? Yeah. What kind of chemical are they going to put on there? Is it just and do you have to actually be out of the apartment when they do it? I mean, out of the, what do you call that place? A house? A condo? I mean, we would call it a condo or an apartment, or do you call it a house? Maybe you call it a house. So your neighbor's sensitivity to garbage out front, it makes me wonder, given the sheer amount of garbage that you've been clearing out of Isfren, if the previous tenants had left crap sitting out on the sidewalk, creating this tension with the neighbor, and they're afraid it's going to be like that again. And so what had happened? Had you I was wondering if you were going to be if you had to take all that stuff that you had back in the outrigger, outside there, and you had to take it through the house out to the front, and then for it to be picked up. And I'm guessing that's what you did, and then you left it out there. So I'm betting that there is a historical reason why the neighbor is so damn sensitive to that. I went to your website. It looks good, but I was really disappointed that I couldn't click on anything and reserve a room. I'm just saying. Football match. Was that your first football match that you've been to since you've been in Wales? I can't remember. It seems like maybe last year, the year before, maybe you went to a match. Is this something that you're going to do on a regular basis as a form of community building? You're going to find some mates, go to pub, go to the match, get in some fights afterwards, that kind of thing. If so, I would wear I'd wear like a little GoPro head-mounted cam. I think that would be fun. Are you guys doing an Aurus party, or is there an Aurus party thrown by the Baha'is over there that you guys are going to be a part of? I'm guessing probably. And any plans for your birthday? I guess an Aurus party, right? That's your plans for your birthday. I think you should find a lake somewhere and go do a dip on your birthday. That would be my birthday present to you. You can even wear my new suit if you would like. I think you would look awesome. Last thing I have is, are you going to go see the new monolith that has mysteriously appeared in the Welsh countryside? And is there any talk there as to who put that up and why they put one in Utah and then now here? So that's all I've got. That's my response. I'm going to go and maybe have some more breakfast and start on inventory and doing some other work that, that's what I love about Sunday mornings, is I can do things before anybody, i.e. Beth or the dog, is up. Although now I have Colleen and my dad too. I am going to append a couple of videos onto the end of this one, short one that I shot at the Money Pit, and one from Virginia's birthday party last night. When you get to the Virginia clip, at the very start, what you miss is Keith making a rude comment about Virginia not remembering how to blow candles out, which unfortunately he does on a regular basis, and no one thinks it's funny except him. Anyway, one of these days Virginia is going to slap him, and that is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You can hit him.
I can slap you across the face,
So if you blow out 1, if you blow out the 8, you'll have 7 boyfriends. If you blow out the 7, you'll have 8 boyfriends. If you blow out neither, you'll get 78. Or you could get 0 and stick with your husband if you want to.
Wait a minute, that's how many different personalities I have.
Is this a college thing or Thoreau?
gosh, I'm going to have to think about it. Because I've been with him for a long time.
I mean, it would be awful if you had to train in someone new.
Yes, you're right, Beth. I would have to live another 78 years. Okay.
Yay! Congratulations.
I guess
Good job.
Oh, hey, Dan, this is my house update. So we just got all the walls and the ceiling primed, and it actually looked really good. There's some seams that are gonna show, but honestly, that's fine. For the most part, it looks pretty smooth, pretty good. Yeah, really happy with it. We're gonna have some prime. Once all this dries, we'll have a couple spots where we know, like maybe over there in that corner you can see. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. We'll probably have to, because this round over is metal, we might have to hit that with primer again. But yeah, we're really happy with it. It turned out really nicely, inexplicably. So, yeah. So I guess that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.